Right, okay, so I'm back. Well, I've had my coffee. I've actually had a friend round for a few hours, so I don't know where I left this video off. But what I have done, I've pulled in a few other bits that I would like to use for this picture, because I'm thinking we're definitely going to need some papers. I have the stencil there, so I'm thinking that this is going to be very mixed media piece. So let's take all of these out, because what we can do, if I just take that glass, I want the glass to be right in the front of the piece, because I'm wanting this to be a box frame. So let's pop that in there, and let's pop that on there like so. So now the glass is right at the front, so we can turn it into a box. I'm going to pop that off to the side just because we're not going to use it. Now I have this frame here, and I have this bit. Now let me just get rid of that. Oh, actually, what's it called? So it's called a river. If you to get it from IKEA, and it's a 9" by 9" altogether, so 12 centimeters by 12 centimeters with this in. So 9 inches without this bit, and 12 inches with this bit, if that makes any sense. Hi, gorgeous. Yeah, you can do, darling. Thank you. There's some chocolate in the cupboard, some bars if you want one, because we're not having tea for a few hours, so yeah. No, I've just had one, thank you. We've got some little gluten-free chocolate bars in the cupboard, so they're nice, aren't they? Yeah. Can you do me a glass of water, please? Thank you. Oh, isn't she gorgeous? So I'm thinking that let's do something very mixed media. Now I'm not going to put anything else in. I think we can just use this. So I'm going to actually just stick this down onto here like that, and then we're going to do all of our mixed media bits on there. Make sure that my hanging bit is up at the top, so I know that this bit needs to be in this corner at all times. So we'll stick that down. Now I'm going to paint it with white gesso, I think. I really want to add some of the papers. I've also got, because I thought that with it being the button, like the new stamps being with the buttons. Oh, thank you, gorgeous. That I would bring out the Craft Ella collection as well for some of their gorgeous little bits and pieces. So their borders, and yeah, I've also picked out the stamentamentals as well, just because we're going to be building this up. Now I'm wondering whether or not to just use basically some rubbish, just to build it up. The other thing that I like the idea of, oh, actually, do you know what? I've got all of these little bits. What about I do a collage on the back? We work from there. Because honestly, I am I'm struggling Fridays. I'm just trying to work out what it is that I want to do. I know I want to do something really fun and cool with this. So yeah. Right, I'm just going to use my glue for this, because this is just a matted layer. And this is what we're just going to build it up. I don't mind that the middle is missing on it at all. It really does not bother me. Let me just move these papers, because I think I'm going to go with these ones, which are the Blooming Bright papers. So yeah. I will leave a link, because these papers and stuff, everything that I'm using is on her Chanda. So our lovely Julia has got a show on there. She's got 2. So yeah, so they are all on special deals on there at the moment. So definitely to check that out. So there'll be a link to her Chanda in the description box below. So yeah, right, the first thing I want to do is I don't want any straight edges. So I am going to just rip all of these. I'm not going to think about this. I know I said I don't want any straight edges, but what straight edges I keep on are literally going to be just to be pushed up against the side. Now I'm actually thinking I want to keep this free. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Let's keep that free. So I'm changing my mind again, guys, because I'm thinking we can do something with that. I'm not quite sure yet what, but definitely do something. So I'm just using my regular glue for this. You could use whatever you want. just, yeah, just whatever you have in your stash. So we've got, see, we've got really funky bits like this, which I really, really like, which I think might have to add in. See, yeah, what about if, actually, yeah, I'm going to have that there. So again, I'm changing my mind, and it's okay to change your mind, guys, because yeah, I'm just going with what it is. I've just pulled out some scraps, and actually I really like how that bit is looking. I've even got this flower that has been cut out, which I'm thinking can go there. But I'm also looking at, because we're going to do, like I said, well, I do keep changing my mind. I am sorry. I'm sort of, things are coming to me as I am sort of, yeah, creating, and it's how I work a lot of the time. I have different sort of ideas in my head, and as I go, something else will crop in, and I think sometimes it's really nice to actually see the whole process of, yeah, of how we get to where we are. I'm not going to waste that bit. That bit can stick on there. So there's that. Oh, we've got this lovely piece here, which actually I'm thinking could go maybe just across there. Yeah, I like that. So I'm just, yeah, I'm just working with what I have really, because I really want this to be quite a funky piece, and I think that, yeah, this is definitely going to be funky. Well, I hope it's going to be funky. It's weird because I keep saying that I'm going to do certain things with you guys, and then something else just pops into my head, and you know, I'm getting quite excited by this project, which is really, really nice. I just want that bit over there. Right, there we go. Yeah, because honestly, I've been wanting, these have been sat on my shelf for ages, and I mean ages. I don't know if that quite goes, but I quite like the blue, but let me just have a sip of water. No, I don't know actually. I quite like that green. So let me just rip that down there, because what I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to have that green bit because I quite like that. And again, making sure I've got plenty of glue down. Okay. Right, so that's nice. What else do we have? Oh, we have these bits, which if I took that underneath there would go perfectly. So yeah, I'm liking that. So really, in hindsight, if I'd realised this is what I was going to do, I wouldn't have stuck this down first. So it was a bit silly of me really to stick that down. However, I'm loving how it looks, so all is good. Now I'm wondering whether or not, yeah, I quite like that there. I'm going to rip this, but I am literally just using scraps. I mean, how cool is this? You know, creating something just from our scraps, which I just think is fabulous. Right, yeah, I like that there. So let's stick that down. So again, just using my wet glue. So yeah, I want to just hide that piece there. So the straight edge, I don't really particularly like that straight edge, so I wanted rid of it. And then I'm just going to go down this bit, because I think actually I stuck that bit on and it looks like I'm not going to sort of use it, but I'm wondering whether or not, yeah, I like that. So let's stick that down. Actually, I'm going to have it about there. Okay, and then where's that colour? Because I'm thinking that some of this would look nice. So let's glue this down and just to hide all those straight edges. I just don't want the straight edges on. Oh, Oh, I can't do it with my thumb. My thumb hurts. I need to do it with my hand. Still haven't been to the doctors. I will get there eventually. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got this bit which I know that I definitely want to add, and I think that probably there is a perfect place. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, and then, do you know what? Let's just stick this flower down as well. So this flower is actually out of one of the papers. So if you haven't seen these gorgeous papers, so like I said, these are the Blooming Bright papers. They are just absolutely divine. I mean, how stunning are those? Look at those. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So that is the Blooming Bright papers. So I have little, what do you call it, folders for all my papers, just to keep them from, yeah, getting all sort of messed up and stuff. And then I don't have to keep going in the cellophane. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to cut around because we want this to be nice and, oh, see, I like that now. Yeah, so it's that way on. So I'm going to pop these bits back into my folder. Okay, so those bits as well. We can use those, and then these little scrappy bits I'll just get rid of. Okay, right. So now that I've done that, let's bring in my gesso. So I just have some gesso here. I'm just going to bring in a paintbrush, so hopefully it won't be, it's been stuck in water, so I'm hoping it'll be alright. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some of my white gesso all the way around. Now this doesn't have to be perfect, it really is just for a base. But what I want to do is I want to sort of bring that white gesso in around the papers so that it sort of blends them in. And then I'm just going to come in with my fingers and, yeah, just blend them out so we get a nice soft edge and it's not really hard. And yeah, so that's what we're sort of doing there. Okay. So again, just going to pop a nice coat on there. So like so. Now I'm going to get one of my stencils. I've got a palette knife. Right, so I've got a couple of stencils out. So I've got the honey dots. I've got the circle dots. I can't remember what they're called. We've got the circles, and then we have the flowers as well. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to go with the flowers. We're just going to sit that on there. And I'm going to grab, actually, I'm going to grab some mixed media paste for this, some structure paste, just because of how, right, I need to find one that's open. I don't think I actually have one that's open, so this one's actually from Tiger. Now you can make your own, which I do plan on doing very soon to show you, but if you just look up homemade texture paste, there's lots of videos out there to show you. This, come on, right, there we go. So I'm just going to use this. This one is actually from, and it's quite thick. This is from Tiger. Unfortunately, our Tiger has closed down. I'm absolutely gutted, but there you are. So I'm just going to go across all of here. I want it all nicely covered because we're going to do some, I'm going to add some watercolours on, I think, to this to bring out that texture and just bring it all, tie it all together, because I just think that'll look really nice. Now I do have pigment already on my my stencil because I was lazy and didn't clean it, so it's from Distress Inks. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. That really is. I think I'm going to have to add some water to this because it's quite a, yeah. I know the last one I ended up binning, so use your products, guys. I can't stress it enough to use your products. So, right. Okay. Okay, so that's, come on. Right, so I'm just going to take off the excess where I can, make sure that everything that needs to be filled is filled. I'm not really looking for perfection, but I would like everything to be filled nicely if at all possible. Oh, that looks awesome. Right, so that needs to go into some water. So I'm going to go and do that. I'm just going to clean off this as well, so it doesn't stick to it, and then we're going to close this up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dry this off camera. So I already have my gesso on there. I do want to come in with some clear gesso because I'd like to go over the frame bit as well itself, so that we can add some colours onto that. So that's what I'm going to do. So off camera, I'll dry it, I'll put some clear gesso on, and then we'll be back, and then we're going to start and build up our piece. But I have to say, that is looking amazing, and because of we've got about a 2mm height difference between the outside and the inside, there it's got quite a bit of dimension. It just looks fabulous. I really like it. So yeah, right, okay, I'm gonna go dry this, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so that's all been done. So what I want to do is I need to decide who I'm going to choose, and the person who I keep looking at is a Bailey button. Now I have it so that I can do some decoupage, so we can build her up. But the first thing that I want to do is I actually want to glue her down onto some cardboard to give her that dimension. So that's what we're going to do now. If I can actually find my scissors. So let's glue her down, because like I said, I'd like her to have, so we're going to do like, is it decoupage or decoupage? I say it in every single video, but I do know decoupage. It's decoupage, isn't it? Right, so I'm just going to stick her down, and then we're going to cut her out like so. So I'm going to do the best that I can to cut her out. Fingers crossed we don't mess it up. If we do, it's all good. Hopefully we can solve it. But I'm just roughly, yeah, if I go underneath the image, then that is completely fine, because then it's not going to stick out. Yeah, but it's a bit, it can be a bit like fiddly doing this. So what I'm going to do is actually try and peel some bits back, just so that I know where I'm sort of going, and then we'll put them back on, because yeah, it's proven to be a little bit harder than what I thought it would. So yeah, we're just gonna go all the way around like so. Oh, she's gonna look fabulous. Again, just cutting all the way around. Like I say, it is very fiddly, so do try and take your time over it. I think I would have personally, next time, I think I'm just going to use my craft knife. I think my craft knife will be better, because I feel like I'm just yeah, cutting at her, but I think she will be good as she is. And then what I want to do is I want to take her dress, so I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to take it with the belt for this first one, and we're going to raise this up on her, because I think that will look gorgeous. And then we'll do the second one and do the similar thing. So this is a good thing about having your stamps. You can just colour them all the same. So I'm just going to go up there because I don't want those legs in, and take those legs out. So it might look a little bit odd on the, I'm hoping it doesn't, but we shall see. Because like I said, I don't want those legs in. I'm thinking actually I might have been better off just cutting it across instead. Right, okay. So using these bits of, what do you call it, cardboard that we have left over, we are going to raise this up on, onto our lady. So who is it again? It's Bailey, isn't it? So yeah, this is Bailey that we are using. So she is just going to go on there. I'm not gluing her down yet because there's so much more that I want to do with this piece. At the minute it is just about getting, right, I didn't put any in the top because I want that to lay quite flat at the top. There we go. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm not, oh, it looks alright. Right, and then this one we're going to just cut right the way across the bottom of here. And again, I'm going to cut her belt out as well, because I want it just to stay sort of flat up at the top, so it just gives it a little bit of shape. So again, going all the way around to cut all of this out. So just because an image isn't meant for a layering, it doesn't mean you can't do it. You know, having stamps, you can do this with any stamps really. So you can use whatever is in your stash. But yeah, if you do want this collection, like I said earlier in my video, the links are in the description box below. It's such a beautiful collection. I love it. Right, okay, I'm going to just glue these down again, just using the same the same cardboard just to glue it all on. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm going to glue that down, put a little bit on the dress there, and push that down as well, because like I said, oh, that looks gorgeous. So there you can see it is all nice and yeah, got lots of dimensions. So that's going to be our lady that we are using. Okay, so let me just move these out of the way. Now, let's move her. I want to grab I think I'm going to grab my gouache for this. So, do I want my gouache or do I want watercolours? Oh, that is the question. Oh, do I want my scribble sticks? Oh, should we use my scribble sticks? I've not used my scribble sticks in a while, so I think we should use them. And there's some beautiful colours because I'm going to go with the purple, which is blackberry. I'm going to go with night when I can find it. There's night, and I'm going to go with magenta. So those are the colours that I'm going to choose. My water is filthy. I suppose I could use my drinking water, but yeah, don't really want to. So I'm just going to take some colour off here and just sort of brush it on. Where's my spray bottle? Because we're going to need some water on this. So I'm just going to spray some water on it. So that's that. And then, actually, do you know what? I think if we just scribble it on and then just pop that in. Oh, I like these. But I'm using them more of a watercolour today. Yeah, it's just so nice. Oh, look at that. We can just drop it on. I think I'm going to have to use the end. So I'm soaking the ends with it with lots of, oh, look it. Right, I'm just going to scribble because that's what we do. And then I'm just going to add it to the corners. Like I say, I'm wanting to add lots and lots of colour to this. yeah, just really go for it. So I want it's going to be quite organic. We're just going to have a play. You can't really see this very well on this paper, but we will when we get to the darker colours. So I'm starting off with the light, and then the scribble sticks, they're just like the watercolour crayons. They're absolutely fantastic. I love them. I do want some more of this colour on. I want this all to be sort of coloured, so I'm being quite rough with it, as you can see. I'm not being you know, particularly, because I want the first layer of this centre to be this gorgeous magenta colour. So that's what I'm sort of doing. So I'm scribbling and soaking all in one. So yeah, who would have thought? It's fun, like, it's a very fun technique. So I'm soaking my brush up. I'm literally just dragging my crayon around the piece and yeah, putting the pigment all over, as we want it nice and thick. Oh, that's lovely. Right, okay, so I've got enough of that for now. Okay, so I'm just going to put that back in for a sec. Now this is where it's going to come fun. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to colour in all of the spots in purple, like the centres of the flowers, and then the other circles, like so, just around, and just giving it a nice, I've got to be careful because the water sort of wet the paste, so it is like it's gone a bit squidgy, so I do need to be careful with that. Oh, I like that. Right, I'm just going to grab a paintbrush and then I'm just going to sort of go around each one, and if it spills over the sides, I do not mind that at all. It just, yeah, like I said, we're just having fun, we're playing with it, we're experimenting, and your work always go through a messy stage at some point, but you just keep working with it, because it will become absolutely gorgeous. So I want some of this blue. This blue is just divine. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, honestly, it is one of my favourites. So it's like I said, these are Dina Wakley media sticks, scribble sticks, that I just love. And this is the night colour, and she does this colour in, she also does it in the sprays, she does it in her acrylic paints, yeah. So, and as you can see, I really am just scribbling. I'm just going for it. I'm just having fun. Now, I am going, I will be, so don't worry, this isn't going to stay like this, because what I will be doing is dry brushing across those flowers, because, you know, we can't have these gorgeous flowers and then just make them look, yeah. So I think a bit of white over the top will just be fabulous. Right, I'm going to put them aside a second. I feel like I want something else on it, but I'm not quite sure what. So let's get this dry. So I want to dry this off, and then what I'm going to do is I think we're going to dry brush it. I'm going to see how it looks dry brushed, and then I want to then look at building up some bits, some focal images, and add in a few bits. I'm thinking of getting some flowers or something out. So let me dry it, let me go through my stash, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. It's all dry. I've just had an idea that what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build up a scene coming out across the bottom, and then we'll put our lady on who keeps her falling, so she'll end up being up somewhere around here. I am going to ink blend as well, but first of all, before I go on to doing that, I do need to dry brush it with some white. But I thought I'm going to put you on speed up because I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm just going to show you what I mean, because this will all be on speed up as well. So okay, So I'll put some cardboard behind this one, so that'll sit there. I'm going to fussy cut those out and fussy cut the flowers out because they're just too gorgeous. And then I'm going to go all the way around. So that one can go there, so it builds up, and then I need another bit to come through, which I will have to straighten up properly. So that'll come through there, and then maybe I need a bit that goes right away, all the way across the bottom. So just like this, right, like that, and then that's gonna go across there. So I'm gonna build all of that up. I'm gonna bring in my distress inks as well, so I'm gonna ink around them. So let me just move everything out of the way because my desk has become a mess. So I don't need that. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. So, and we build it up all with cardboard. So like I say, I'm going to put it on speed up because it's probably going to take me quite a while. And actually, no, I'm not going to fussy cut those flowers. I'm going to use the flowers from our stamp sets and everything else, build it up, and then yeah, I'm going to go from there. I think that's going to look really cool. Definitely. Right, okay, so I hope you enjoy the next bit, and yeah, I'll come back when it's time to put all the little finishing touches on. Okay, so I'm back. So I've built that up. I did change the background just a bit, and I do think it looks a bit better. We've still got a bit more work to do to it, but I am liking it. So I'm thinking that we're going to put our lovely little lady there, and then I'm going to put this green a bit of greenery in front because we've got enough room. I do want to go over all my edges though. I'm going to go over actually either with my Tattered Rose, or if I can find it, my Spun Sugar. But actually I have this one. Yeah, I might use this Shell Pink instead, just to go over those white bits. I did use on the top bit, I use Mermaid Lagoon just to give a bit of the sky. I used Cracked Pistachio on the bottom, so those were in the oxides. And then I've used peeled paint on all of the these bits here. Now this bit, I just felt like it needed to be brighter, so I brought in some inks. At first I brought in my orange ink from 13 Arts, and I have this glitter one, so we've got some glitter, but actually you can't really see it. And then I realized I had these from Scrawler Box that are so bright and beautiful that I've used them and I'm loving it. And then we did some dry brushing, so I'm loving the effect of that. So what I'm going to do is just pop these away, because I didn't pop them away. I wanted to show you what I use, but you could use any inks that you have. You don't have to use those exact ones, just to see what is in your stash, because that's basically what I'm doing. Now I have flowers which I want to put on. We have dangles which I'm going to be putting on. More flowers. Let's have a look. We've got our sentiments, which I might use. We've got lipstick high heels. I don't want them for this one. So, right, those are the buns that I'm going to be using. I'm sure there's some more flowers somewhere. Yeah, because I'm thinking I want the buttons as well. So let's get all the embellishments from all of our ladies. So that's what we're sort of going to do. Now, I do need to grab some more cardboard. So underneath my desk I have a huge supply, if I can reach one, so this one will do. Right, of course we are going to need it, so I'm just going to cut that up. And that in itself, that could make a gorgeous picture, couldn't it? So let's cut this down into more manageable bits. I like to always cut along all the fold lines, and then I sort of go from there really, because yeah, I don't like using bits with folds in. So what I'm going to do is we need to put some more cardboard on the back of our girl. So I'm thinking maybe 3 layers. So I'm going to start by sticking one of the layers down, and then we'll go from there and work out how many layers we actually need for her. So definitely need another one. So let's pop that on. I'm thinking one more. Yeah, so I was right, we needed 3 bits on. And this is the beauty of having cardboard, is you always have a good supply, unless you don't get orders. So yeah, actually there we go. Right, so she just needs to stick down there, so I'm loving that. Oh, you know what I didn't do, guys? I didn't ink her up. How silly was that of me? Actually, can we take it off? We can. Just, oh, so close. Because as much as I like the white around her, there's not much white left in this piece itself. So yeah, just to blend it in, ink blending is one of your, or edging it with pink is probably one of the best things that you could do to get rid of that white without having to do a proper fussy cut. So yeah, right, okay. Oh no, I stuck it on there. Right, there we go. Right, oh, that was so close, guys, so close. So yeah, right, let's try that again. And luckily I know whereabouts it's to go through, seeing where the glue is. Oh, see, she looks so much better. So much better. Okay, so there's that. So she is on there. What else? Oh, I wanted to put this bit on. So this bit definitely needs some cardboard on, but I think we're going to need a few pieces. Actually, I should have stuck that on that way. Yeah, that was a bit silly of me, wasn't it? I'm not doing very well today, guys. How mad is this? Right, okay, stick that on. Okay, and she should, that should, yes, and I'm gonna, yeah, right, perfect. And then we'll have this bit just sticking onto the edge so it blends in. So I did put the little frame back on so that I wouldn't go right up to the edge, and yeah, so it would sit nicely. So oh, I like that. I think that's coming out really, really nicely. So let's right, I need more room, guys. I need a bigger desk. A drink of water. So what I'm going to do, I still want to use this shell pink, but what I want to do first is let's get this cleaned up. So I just have some kitchen spray that I absolutely love, and I found it to be really good at getting all of my mediums off. So I'm just going to use that just because I'm going to be getting all of the accessories out now that come with the stamp set. So I want them to actually be, I want it so that they don't get anything on them, and the only colour that I sort of surround them in will be the pink. So right, okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to bring this in here, and then the first thing I want to do is I want to grab some dangles, because I definitely do think that we need some dangles in. Now I do have some really fun, oh, see how gorgeous is that? Like so, should have, and then if I bring that up, that down a bit, that one up and that one up, yeah, so I'm liking that, and then adding in a few of the hearts as well. So I don't know how many hearts actually, 2 I think will be enough. Yeah, I think 2 will definitely be enough. So that's those bits done. So let's pop them away. Like I said, I am going to go around these to dull the white down. So I think I'm going to, I don't know whether to do them in like, you know, like a vintage photo or something. Or with the green. I don't know, guys. And then we can have a couple of the hearts just sort of dotted around, because we are just building up that background piece. So that's those. We do have some buttons as well, so I'm tending to go mainly for, oh, I'm liking that actually. Do you know what, I really like that, really like it. Yeah, I feel like I want like half of one up there, and then maybe, actually no, we'll put the flowers down here. Oh, I'm loving these. This is another reason why you want to go around and take all your bit, like cut all your bits and pieces in, because honestly it really does help. Now these are going to all be, so I am going to shape these, so they're not going to just stay like this. I'm just getting ones out. I'm not sure where they're going to go, because I think the flowers will probably be the last thing that I put on. But we do have 3 different lots of flowers, and I think we should definitely take advantage of that and really build it up, because the background is so dark and dingy. I think that the flowers are just going to help make it pop. And let's bring some of that blue in, and then some of the darker colour. So yeah, I'm liking that. And then I've got lots of these little ones as well, which we'll just add on right at the end to fill in. So okay, let's start and ink things up and stick them down, I think. I'm wondering whether to put some dimension on some of them. That is the question. Right, okay, so I'm just going to go in with the pink and see what the pink looks like. I just want to take away the starkness of that white. And I think because our lady's in pink. Oh, I mean, look at that. That looks just so much better. So let's do that. Okay, so and go around everything. So, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to glue everything down as we ink it up, more or less how it is on here. So I think what I'm going to do again is I'm going to put you on fast forward while I do it, so you'll see the whole process. It'll just be fast forward, and I'm just going to keep like this. The only thing is I'll be shaping the flowers when I get to them, but yeah, so because I think that looks really, really cool. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the next bit, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, so I'm all finished. How cool does this look? Oh wow, that looks absolutely fantastic. I am loving it, and I used these sentiments Smile, Sparkle and Shine. I just think they are just absolutely fab. So where the white glue is, where the gems are, that will dry clear, so I have no worries about that at all, but I just think that looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh, How fun is that? Isn't that just fun? So that is it for today, guys. That is my make. So it is a mixed media picture frame. Yeah, we've never, well, the shadow box, using just an old frame that I had around the house. How gorgeous is that? It just goes to show we can do anything if we put our minds to it. Loving, like I said, absolutely loving how it has turned out. I'm loving the dimension of the flowers. So to do the flowers, all I did, I've got, this is like, you know, like some packaging, and then I have this, tool from Tonic Studios. It's just a ball one, you get 2 of them, and I've used the largest of them, and I just put the flower face down, and using the larger ball I just go around like so that it curls up just like that, and then I turn it over, and then using the smaller end, just where the center of the flowers, I just poke it out, and then that gives you some really nice dimension to your flower, but without much sort of effort, and it's perfect for when you have smaller flowers as well. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you've enjoyed this video. I really do hope that you've enjoyed seeing me pop this together. I just think it's turned out absolutely beautiful. I will see you again very soon in another video, but until then, do all take care. Don't forget to check out the description box below. There's also some lovely ladies there. Do go and check them out as well, because they are fabulous. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you again, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.